Hey, Legoholics and collectors of other sorts. Welcome back to another video. I am General Rex 1, and this is going to be another Comic-Con haul. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rex, this is not another video on the advent calendars. What are you doing? Well, I am doing a long-form video instead of another short video. But according to my YouTube Studio app, I don't even know if anybody's going to be seeing this video because I might be shadow banned. I'm not going to stay on that because it's on the topic of the video. I just would like to go ahead and share that hopefully you are seeing this video, because a YouTube short that I have that is public says no restrictions, has nothing. There's no views, there's nothing, which is impossible, by the way, for YouTube shorts. The only way to have a YouTube short with no views is if you never published it. But staying on top with the video, my local Comic-Con has happened once again. It happens 3 times a year around the area where I live, so it's always a great time. This was the December show, and I only do one day. I don't do all 3 days just because you go there for one day, you really see everything, and I don't do signatures and pictures with the famous people because that's a lot of money. If I'm going to spend a lot of money, I'd rather spend it on the collectibles because, yeah. In this haul, I'm going to be going over some Lego items. There are also some items for a different niche of hobby that I don't cover on this channel usually, but I have mentioned it, I think, before. Maybe not this specific one, but other types of things in that niche. And then also something that I usually never buy a lot of, but I did this time. So let's go ahead and jump into the stuff that you are familiar with, which is the Lego, and then I will go ahead and go into the stuff that you're not familiar with from me. Alright, here I am at my nice desktop here, or desk for my desktop. Whatever, I'm at my desk. The Emerge thing. I had somebody ask one of my shorts about what brand my gaming mat is and where I got it, and I'm just like, so I'm just like, it's Emerge. It came with the desk itself. I got it on a deal from Staples from, I don't know, 3 or 5 years ago. But yeah, Emerge, not sponsored, and Ben 10. Whee. Anyways, going with the Lego stuff. So the stuff that was there, it wasn't bad, but also wasn't the best. I've seen better years. I was very picky about what I was going to be picking up this time, but I did go for these. So let's just go and get started here. I have 4 minifigures in total. That's all the Lego stuff. So yeah, not too shabby. But we got from Ninjago this guy, which I saw, which I couldn't even remember the name of. I'm just like, where is he even from? And this is Char. This is not even a main serpentine character. He is one of Asphira's lackeys per se. There we go. That might be somewhat better. But just double checking here. His eyes are very weird. The eyes are, looks like they should be colored. They kind of are. It's like they're translucent. Like there's translucent all through his head. But either way, he does have this cool staff. I like it a lot. Yeah, this is one of Asphira's, another serpentine character that would come around after like Rise of the Snakes. One of her like just captains. So very cool. I believe he was $20, which I think was on par with everything. But these guys are really cool. The heads come off. Yeah, you can see the translucency. It's like it's not like just an orange translucent. It's like the amber from the Jurassic movies, how the mosquitoes stuck in the fossils in the amber. I like that a lot. The shoulder piece is pretty cool. Has the back studs to put accessories on, and it's just really good for customizability for future stuff if wanted to be. And then, of course, the body. I love these Serpentine minifigures from Ninjago. I do own all of the Rise of the Snake Serpentine now, from the the original ones, the Hypnobrai, Fane Pyre, Venomari, Constricti, the one Anaconda named Pythor. Why did I say Pythor? Pythor. Anyways, whatever. But yeah, we got Char right here. Pretty cool dude. I like the minifigure. Just a captain for Asphira, but man, I love these so much. So that's the first one. I'll set him in the background there. The next one is also another Serpentine, and this is one I don't remember the name of. I don't think this one had a name. I'd be very mad if he did. This one, I believe, was 18, and I kind of wish I would have talked it down, but I did not see this. There is a crack in the torso. So let me just do all this here. Just something to watch out for, just as a vendor and as a buyer. The crack really isn't that bad. Obviously, it's played with. It goes all the way up to the arm, which people would say, oh, that's terrible. But for what I will be using this for, which will probably just be in different appearances on mocks and maybe different posts, shorts in the future, or whatever, this is perfectly fine. I don't buy all these because I want like the perfect collection and most high valued items and all this. I'm not gonna say bull crap, but this stuff that people highly focus on that they really shouldn't. I like to enjoy the product. So yeah, really cool mold right here with the tail. I don't know if these are the exact same like back here compared to the older Serpentine, which I apparently don't have around near me right now, so that kind of sucks. I would have had one of those out to show you, but you know, I'm probably gonna do some Serpentine videos here in the future. I do like this chest piece as well. Nice little spine bones on the back, and just very cool designed there. This would probably be really cool on a custom Sith minifigure in Star Wars, like an Old Republic era. That'd be cool. Or even a Mandalorian. I know on the Old Republic MMO they have that, I think the skull like themed Mandalorian. He has like bones and stuff all on his armor. Yeah, very cool. This side of the torso is nice and smooth, no cracks. But yeah, that is the Anaconda Warrior. Well, the wannabe Anaconda, I guess, from who was the noodle guy? Chen. I think his name from Chen and his people.
Win and stay on the island. Win it all and you'll receive fortunes beyond your wildest dreams and lifetime supply of Master Chen noodles.
The next minifigure is also a Serpentine, but not like them. This guy, I think, was like $5. So this is pretty cool. This is one of the Mummy Pyro Vipers. I don't know what they're called, but they are like part of Asphira's clan tribe. Technically, Asphira is supposedly a Hypnobrai, which makes no sense because she does not have the powers of hypnotism. She has the powers of fire. That's why they're called like the Pyro Vipers or something like that. She also knows Spinjitzu, which is interesting, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I would say that these guys are definitely a separate Serpentine. They are the Pyro Vipers. That's what I'm calling them right now. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. But this is a mummified one. Obviously, they were entombed, all that kind of stuff. The mummy printing is really cool. The fire on this reminds me a lot of man, I'm gonna age myself a lot here, but if anyone ever played Club Penguin Card Jitsu, the fire like just logo and stuff from those on this is very similar. Reminds me a lot of that. Oh yeah, especially on the back. Really cool. And very clean minifigure. Because I'm not the biggest person who's majorly worried. There is some wear on the leg here. But, you know, there's going to be wear on, there should be wear on stuff, you know. It's, like if it's a toy, it was played with, it was used. Then he also has one of those chest armor pieces there, like Char over there. And this headpiece, I mean, look at that. Very cool. Like this a lot. I got this guy because I thought about maybe making my own custom, I don't know, reptilian serpent like dude for something in the future. So there's that as an idea. The next minifigure is not Ninjago. It is actually something from Under the Sea. Because we got Plankton. Yeah, buddy. I'm not even lying to you. This is... Oh, come on. Just... There we go. We got good old Plankton. Planktonamore. The plank that's not Ed, Ed and Eddie Plank. I don't know. But he went to college, so don't forget that. He also can't reach his silverware. Anyways.
Run you out of business. I went to college.
Sorry. But yeah, good old Plankton. I was honestly looking for Mr. Krabs. They had like a little bin of Lego SpongeBob minifigures, and the Mr. Krabs they had, the eyes were scratched out, which was very saddening. But they had him. I'm just like, oh yeah, I will buy this, because he's already in like this mech thing, which is like, it's an astromech droid body. So that's pretty cool. So if you wanted to do like an astromech droid, your own custom, but they don't have anything, they just have like a safe in them, like as storage or something, as a character, you could just try to look up this piece. But yeah, very scratched up, very used. I mean, hey, that's fine with me. Look at all that. Nice. It's gonna be great. But I'm thinking about just building like this mech or something for Plankton, just keep expanding it. I could try to make the Plankton mech that they had in SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants. That was a fun video game. It was like a party game, 4-player party game, but very fun time. This is really cool to me. I like it a lot. I wish Lego SpongeBob would come back, especially with the new movie coming out. But yeah, those are the 4 minifigures here. We got 2 Serpentines with the serpentine tails. We got a mummified Serpentine, and we got Plankton. Great team up right there. Will your latest 4 minifigures beat mine? Probably. But are they cooler? No. So, yeah, take that. Alright, let's move these guys aside. Very awesome to add those to my collection. Move on to the first non-Lego related item. Alright, so what we got going on here is going to be something called trading cards. So I did not get this case there, just holding the cards I got. Specifically though, I got some Star Wars Unlimited stuff. And what I got was a gift set that I never saw before. So this came with 8 packs of cards, a jumbo card, and then 2 exclusive cards. And the 8 packs were 2 Twilight of Republic, 2 Lightspeed, 2 Force of Legend or Legends of the Force, and then 2 of it was a purple pack. Oh geez, what was that called? I'll have the name of it on the screen, but I'll also show an image of what the gift box is. But like I said, the jumbo card here came with a Qui-Gon jumbo card. Pretty cool, I like it. Student of the Living Force. But yeah. It's on top of the Omnitrix there. For the first holo card that came in the little gift bundle, we got Darth Sidious, the Phantom Menace here. Pretty cool stuff. Very bent, but that's all good. And then, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Protective Padawan. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Yep, so those two cards there, pretty nice. I like them. And then I'll get into the other things. I'm not gonna, like, I don't know, go into too much detail about everything I pulled, but I guess I'll just do it like this. The first cards, I honestly don't know what is what, but yeah, I'll just quickly go through these. We got Colonel Yularen. Is he from the set I couldn't figure out? I don't know. But yeah, Colonel Yularen, and then Imperial Prison Complex with a spy. I think, yeah, the spies. Yeah, this is the new. This is that one I can't think of right here. But yeah, just gotta do it like this. And yeah, me and a buddy of mine, we opened a pack from each thing that it came in. I know the basics of playing this game when it comes to, like, what are the big value hit cards, all that kind of stuff. I don't really have much knowledge on. It's just a good time. I love the Sith Assassin stuff from, like, Old Republic era. We got good old Jar Jar Binks, Hondo Ohnaka, some really nice characters from Star Wars I do like. There's George Lucas, if you didn't know that, he played this guy in the live action in the prequels. Whenever he was in the background, that guy, that was actually George Lucas. But anyways, good stuff. And then we got Satine Kryze, cool character, I like her. Mount Tantus, interesting place. We got Experience Token. But yeah, I love this artwork when it comes to some of these things, like the Unbarn stuff. The Shadow Crawler is really cool. Another one of those Senate cards. Yeah, this was a really good time. I heard that they're going to be having their first rotation for competitive play on this game, which is not a bad thing. So the first, I believe it was 4 sets that came out, are going to be cycling out. So that is Spark of Rebellion, Shadows of the Galaxy or something like that, Twilight of the Republic, and Legends of the Force. So literally 3 of the 4 sets that these cards came from are going to be getting rotated out. We got Supreme Leader Snoke right here. Fun times. And so that's not always a bad thing. Cycles are really good for competitive play. And the reason for that is so that the people who are in competitive play, because I don't follow the competitive stuff, but I did hear about the cycling out the rotation. But the people who are in competitive play are not going to be handicapped to the current meta. So the meta, the quote-unquote overpowered cards, all that kind of stuff will no longer be the conquering item, if you will, of every game. So people will have to learn the new cards, they'll have to learn all the new functions and systems, if any are made, and all of that good stuff. And it'll also give a highlight to a lot of different types of play. You know, I don't know all, like, the different types of maybe special kinds of decks people make. Old Doc is really cool art right there. Sorry, I don't know all, like, the special types of things that people make when it comes to these decks yet. But if it's anything like, let's say, Magic the Gathering and Commander, you know, maybe at one point the control decks are really good, or maybe at one point just keep attacking and doing damage is going to be really good, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, it just keeps all of that more fluid, more going, more rapid, not stagnant. Because stagnant water can stink. You gotta stir it up a little bit. You gotta let it flow. But yeah, hope all that makes sense. And I hope I didn't like sound too like philosophical there. I don't know. But an heirloom lightsaber, interesting. Oh, the Rathtars, great creatures from the sequels. One of the good things from the sequels were the Rathtars. I like that. But gonna go ahead and just really start going through these quickly. I love what they do with the Old Republic characters in this. I just love that that is an era that's being highlighted in all of this, in this card game. So really cool stuff there. But I will go ahead and just start going through these a little bit faster now. And if you know what these are, you know. But yeah, really cool time. I've been, like I said, just teaching myself how to play this game. I watch some YouTube videos now and then. I like the game mode Twin Suns. That's a pretty cool thing. A couple buddies of mine are interested in the game, so I will probably be getting on that here soon. So pretty excited about that. I was hoping to make like a Cad Bane deck from, I don't even know, I think it was the Lightspeed set. I think it was Lightspeed. I don't know now. But basically it's whenever you play a Underworld card, you can do, I can exhaust this unit and do 1 damage or 2 damage to an enemy or their base, or to their base, something like that, but whatever the case may be. But all that is going to be cycling out. That is if I wanted to do competitive play, couldn't do that. But if you're just doing casual play, you can use what people would call the expanded system. Older stuff is allowed. No one is going to care. That's cool. I like the Techno Union transport. Quidlin Boss. But yeah, cool stuff. I think it would be cool to make a Separatist deck just because of how much I love the Separatists. They're my favorite faction in Star Wars. Just look at that stuff. But let me guys know, do you play Star Wars Unlimited? Do you guys like any other trading card games? Any of that kind of stuff? These are the only, this is probably the only video where I will ever dive into this stuff like this deeply. Because it is a Lego channel, I do want to make the main focus of it be Lego. But with Comic-Con being such an all-encompassing thing for so many different niches, since I am also involved with multiple hobbies, I think it's pretty cool. Other than Unlimited, I do play some, like I said, Magic the Gathering, Commander. I did do a few pre-releases for some stuff in the past, or was standard. I played it was Two-Headed Giants once with a buddy of mine for a set that was based off of dragons or whatever. When it comes to the lore of MTG, oh no, sorry. Let me turn you guys out here a little bit. Stop panicking, you're fine. When it comes to the lore of MTG, I am very ignorant on that. But yeah, I know I got some really good pulls for what is that one set called? It was a remake. It had a lot of werewolves and vampires, and had what is that, Edgar Markov, whatever, the really irritating vampire dude who can do stuff even from the command zone. Anyways, but that is these Star Wars Unlimited cards right here. Enjoyed flipping through those a little bit. I will put those back on here or in here and put that on. Got Qui-Gon here, beautiful. And yeah, let's move on to the next item. This thing keeps falling off anytime I move my chair. This is something that I got many years ago, many shows ago at my local Comic-Con. There was a guy dressed up as Dwight Schrute, and he was a vendor. So he was selling like all this Dunder Mifflin stuff, and it is a terrible towel if you know the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's a terrible Toby towel right here. So this is not from the latest show, but it just keeps falling off of my chair. I used to just have it like on the back of my chair, like so, like that, just dangling over the back of my Ben 10 jacket. But that is actually a good like leadway into you never knowing exactly what you might be spending at a Comic-Con. Sometimes what you are going there for may not be at all what you walk away with. Even if you are going, like myself personally, if I'm going in for, let's say, Lego stuff, there might be times where I walk away and I don't even buy any Lego stuff. It's just other things. So yeah, one of the things I usually don't always buy, just because it's not that I don't think it's good, it's not something that I would really want, are when people have their own art, like the custom art and all that kind of stuff. This is a different time because this is really cool and I really like it, and I even ordered frames for it all. So the frames came in today, got them framed up, and now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. That's what I was honestly waiting for when it came to making this video. So know that the frames were not parts of what I bought, but was for what I bought. It is a artist who does custom art like many vendors at Comic-Cons, different shows like this do, and I will show you the information I have. This feels kind of weird. Feels like I'm about to like do some like evidence for a police case, like this is exhibit blah, blah, blah. But anyways, this is exhibit A for art by, or art, what does this say? Art by Jeff, I don't know, by Jeff. But yeah, that's the information there. If you guys want to go ahead and check him out, whatever, follow him. He has an Etsy shop. You can just search J Lonet, whatever. Yeah, there's all that there. Pretty cool stuff. The prices were very reasonable at the show, so I think the best reasonable prices for a artist vendor at a Comic-Con so far that I've seen. But anyways, they are 11 by 17s. These are all, like I said, custom artwork, and it is really freaking cool. So starting off, we got The Undertaker, rest in peace, Tales of the Dead Man. This is just really freaking cool. I mean, just look at this right here. It's really awesome. You guys are getting a lot of a glare from the camera and stuff. Oh, that does not help. But anyways, yep, rest in peace right here. Really cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know which angle did better there, but I'm going to keep that because it's funny. Like I said, all nice and framed, good stuff, everything like that. So yeah, The Undertaker. The Undertaker. How do I do this where you not see my messy room? That's the good question. Who cares? I got nothing to hide. I'm a cluttered person, aren't we all? Nobody has art of this character. It always makes me sad because, well, I don't hate this character. The Horror of Krell. Look at this. This is really freaking cool. I mean, the Clone War, like, it's just really super sick of how all this is. He did sign all these, by the way, which is really cool. But yeah, the 212th and 501st pitted against each other by Jedi Master Pon Krell. Will they survive? Tales of the Grand Army. It's just really cool. I mean, he even has, was that Waxer Boyle's helmet? Because he even said, like, who else has art of Pon Krell? I'm just like, dude, thank you. He's like, yeah, he might be like most hated Jedi, but he's so freaking cool. Just like, exactly. Yeah, this was really cool. I love the face of this too, because the show makes it look like this is all like an exoskeleton, like it's like a hard shell, when in reality the Arbesilisks, this is supposed to be like softer. It's supposed to be like feathers, because basilisks do actually have some feather on them from time to time. If you think the males are weird with 4 arms, the females can be born with either 4 arms or 8 arms, according to Star Wars RPG by Fantasy Flight Games. Yeah. 8 arms. That'd be crazy. Yeah, Pon Krell, pretty cool dude, in my opinion. Then we got the Clone Wars, General Grievous, the Invisible Hand, right here. Really awesome artwork there. It's just so cool. And this is like it's Tales of the Grand Army, all that good stuff. He did sign it right there. Really awesome stuff. Like I said, it's all framed, it's all ready. I'm gonna put it, I don't know, I have displays. It's like the metal display things right there. That's like Grievous's lightsaber. That's their Grievous one. I got that for Christmas a few years ago from a buddy of mine, from the Professor Z. That's right, I know the Professor Z. It's one of my best pals right there. He does anime content, if you're interested in that, and not Lego content. I understand, that's fine. Whatever. Anyways, but we got the Clone Wars, Brothers of the Sith, Darth Maul and Savage Opress, Sons of Dathomir, look for revenge on both Obi-Wan Kenobi and Count Dooku. So that is pretty sick right there. I like that a lot. Savage Opress is pretty cool. Wish he never died in the Clone Wars. I think he would have been a really interesting character for just like one of the future Star Wars projects. But yeah, really cool stuff. And then, last but certainly not least, we got Revan. Revan's Legacy. The Old Republic. I mean, just look at that beauty right there. Jedi Master, Sith Lord. Is Revan the most powerful Force user ever? I mean, just look at that. It's beautiful. Tales of the Sith. Man. I'm very happy about all that. So our 5 things. I got the frames on Amazon. They are 11 by 17 pieces of artwork. I got 5 11 by 17 frames on Amazon for like $30 or $40. I don't know. Like I said, that is from this vendor right here over at my local Comic-Con, which is over now. It's over 3 days, so today's Sunday. So that stuff, the frames actually came in 2 days, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So that was my latest Comic-Con haul. Let me guys know what your favorite part of the haul was. Was it indeed the Lego Ninjago Serpentine minifigures along with Plankton? Or was it the Star Wars Unlimited gift set and cards I pulled from there? Or was it the awesome pieces of artwork from this artist named Jeff, like the Revan's Legacy. I think my favorite out of the entire bunch is going to be the Rest in Peace Undertaker right there. Or if you have true class and understanding for the finer things of life, you have Pon Krell. So the custom artwork is definitely a significant part of this haul, and I really do like it a lot. My personal favorite out of the entire haul, if I had to choose, obviously I liked all, that's why I bought it. I really enjoy the artwork. I think it's gonna look really cool in my room here, but also I think get my hands on just 3 like of the more, I'm gonna say obscure, just because I'm like, when it comes to Ninjago Serpentine, I'm used to the Rise of the Snakes, so having 3 of the more obscure Serpentine are pretty cool in my opinion there. I don't know if that's gonna focus right there or not, but whatever. Of course, trading card games are fun. Can't really go wrong with those. But I think the favorite thing out of all of it that takes the cake right here is just the custom artwork. Sometimes you just buy some custom things at a Comic-Con, and that's what you're mostly happy with for that time. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching so much. Go ahead and like the video and also subscribe, because that would help out a lot when it comes to the algorithm by liking and subscribing, even commenting at what your favorite part of the haul is, if you guys do play any trading card games, as well as your hobby of Lego, all that kind of stuff. Do you also do custom art stuff? You know, what's your favorite thing that you've made so far, and all that kind of stuff. Just let me know down in the comments below. That's in the description below. That'd be kind of weird if viewers have control of your description. That'd be interesting. Huh. I ain't doing that anytime soon. But alrighty then. But yeah, hope you guys just overall enjoyed the video. And yeah, I got nothing else to say. But if you have an awesome, God bless day, Rex out.
Yeah. Good night.
And don't get shadowbanned. Wow. Pon Krell.
Sad day, yeah.